Double Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, happy holidays. Keep enjoying them. Do the whole, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that stuff. Next week, just enjoy. Just enjoy. Everything. Watch some sport. Do something, go do your hobby. Do something else. Just don't work and relax. You know what I'm saying? Relax. Because the problems start at the beginning of January anyway. We got a lot of them. All right? But anyway, let's talk a little boxing. I told you I'd come back and talk about some of the fights over the weekend. Right? I couldn't get at them at one time. Wasn't feeling too well. So let's talk about the Charlos. Right? The Charlos and the aftermath. Right? The aftermath of the Charlos fight. But let's first we gotta do double trouble. Do double trouble. Do double trouble. Do double trouble. They coming for you. That's what they gonna do. They coming with two. So they don't need a crew. Double trouble. Now we had double trouble and headlining and everything, and it was a good card. Now you had JERMALL CHARLO losing to Tony Harrison, and the thing is, I have to come back on that fight and do something totally extra, right? Because what happened to me personally is, because I wasn't feeling so well, I was just kind of watching it vaguely. It was there, but I was like, let me try to, close my eyes a little bit, because the KOROBOV fight against JERMALL CHARLO, I kind of want to be right there watching that one. So, but I kind of seen that your boy JERMALL CHARLO was just winning that kind of handily, and it looked like he was the guy in charge in that fight, right? Come to find out, he lost that fight on a decision. Now I need to watch every round and then come back at y'all on that. But from what I was seeing, JERMALL CHARLO was winning that fight, and I was comfortably enough to where I was able to close an eye or two for a second. My fault. I'll get back at you with that fight because I think it deserves to see what that was. I hear that people are saying JERMALL CHARLO was winning, but I just don't want to follow what people are saying. We got to give it a look. But props to Tony Harrison. He must have been close because they wouldn't have gave it to him. But let's see. I don't want to comment too much on something that I really didn't watch round for round. Now let's move to JERMALL CHARLO and Matt KOROBOV. First of all, there's a lot of parallels to Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder in that fight. Matt KOROBOV, before the fight, we know this is a established guy, one loss, only got caught by your boy Andy Lee, Eastern European, a Russian cat, a very experienced southpaw, and we know he's elusive, and everything that we knew about this guy, right? He proved in the fight, just like Tyson Fury did against Deontay Wilder. We moved, he's gonna move. We knew he's the better technical fighter, and he proves it in the fight, right? Matt KOROBOV was not easy to hit. He exposed the fact that, boy Charlo throws him looping punches that boxers, great defensive fighters, will see, right? And, he had him missing a lot, right? Similar to how Canelo had Gennady Golovkin missing a lot in that first fight, right? Same thing. Defense, it's good if you want to see it, right? If you want to see defense, it's pretty good when your guy is not getting hit. I noticed that when Mayweather wasn't getting hit, people don't like it, right? It just depends on who the guy is who's being elusive. Let's be real here. And so that fight with KOROBOV and JERMALL CHARLO was close. I saw it go on the whole time. I was thinking, this is going to be close. Because when KOROBOV would hit JERMALL CHARLO with a straight left hand, everybody understood it and seen it, acknowledged it. But the jabs in between, little things that JERMALL CHARLO was doing, wasn't getting registered. I guess he was the favorite there, right? So I thought that fight was going to be very close. But towards the end of that fight, I was like, okay, this is going to be close here. Now, JERMALL CHARLO won on one card, 119, 108. That's too far. 116, 112, I can go with that. Winning by 2 or 3 rounds, I can go with that because that's what I saw. But I thought it was going to be closer because I've been used to seeing fights where, one guy does 1 or 2 things awesome in a round, then all of a sudden he gets the whole round. And the fact that, all the other stuff gets thrown out of the window, like who was the aggressor, who was throwing the more jabs, who was ring generalship, things like that, gets thrown out the window in some fights. I've noticed that. My fights, you say the guy who was pressing the action gets the round, but not in all fights. And obviously, JERMALL CHARLO was doing that, but I was thinking, Matt KOROBOV showed what this guy is. Matt KOROBOV is going to give a lot of people problems. And, this fight, I'm glad JERMALL CHARLO won the fight, right, to see how people are going to react. Because at the end of the day, you're going to see, right, well, you should see, everybody should be looking at, the Canelos and the Gennady Golovkins. Canelo, he's mandatory to challenge Canelo. He's just mandatory. He's been mandated to fight Gennady Golovkin. Guys, if they don't want to fight JERMALL CHARLO, then we ain't going to never see no Jacobs fight. And Andre either. Because both of those guys seem to be a level above JERMALL CHARLO. JERMALL CHARLO got some work to do. Right? He got some work to do. Perfect fight for him. Perfect fight to see a guy you're not going to hit that often as you just because you swing it. That's a perfect fight for JERMALL CHARLO. He's going to improve. My opinion right now, is y'all Canelo and your boy Gennady Golovkin. You better get him now. Better get him now. 8 months from now, they'll punch it a little bit straighter, a little bit quicker. That's what they're going to work on, obviously. So this is the time to get him, as far as I'm concerned, because he looked vulnerable in that fight. Not saying that somebody going to knock him out, but you could probably Canelo could possibly outpoint this guy. The same Canelo that fought Gennady Golovkin in the first fight, defensive minded, would probably outpoint JERMALL CHARLO on this level if he fought the same way, right? Gennady Golovkin has enough defense to stay out of the way. That'll be a barn burner of a fight between those two, right? But it's close. There's not like JERMALL CHARLO's gonna come in here and railroad or run over everybody. Not after that performance. So if you don't take him now, that's who y'all need to be trying to get him, because it's not going to be the same with Jacobs or Demetrius Andrade either, because Demetrius Andrade has awesome defense as well, which means Gennady Golovkin will have problems even hitting him, and then have to pay for it when he misses. So it makes it interesting, is what my point is, and you need to try to get him now because, like I said, JERMALL CHARLO didn't look that great. Now, let's not forget who he was fighting. Matt KOROBOV makes it hard for all of the top middleweights. Right? I knew that before the fight. Most people knew he was an upgrade from Willie Monroe Jr. because he has a little bit more pop than Willie Monroe. Willie Monroe is also a good defensive fighter, but KOROBOV has more pop. And I would like to see who KOROBOV is going to fight. Probably nobody ain't going to call him. Nobody ain't going to call him because I would like to see anybody against KOROBOV too. You right? But right now, we have these things in the middleweight division that has to be solved. Other question that we have to have answered before we have another Canelo versus Gennady Golovkin trilogy without having questions answered. That trilogy can wait until if they meet a third time, then they've beaten a couple of guys like a Charlo, like a Jacobs, like a Andrade. Those are the title holders or mandatory position. Then if they come through that and they have a trilogy, then they will have earned the right to be, trilogy and be high on the pound list on top of these guys. If not, we don't need no trilogy, right? So my point about JERMALL CHARLO versus KOROBOV fight was it was a good fight. Should have been a little bit closer on them cards. 119, 108. Didn't see that at all. KOROBOV looked good in this fight, considering what he went through, coming down in weight, short notice, right? Goes for both of them with the short notice, but coming down in weight, short notice, showing his class. Let's see if he gonna get some calls. Now, as far as JERMALL CHARLO go, Canelo should be calling him. Gennady Golovkin should be calling him. Let's see if that happens. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.